All right, guys, welcome to Tactical Manager TV. Today we have another special guest here in the channel, Justin Che. I said your name right, correctly?
Yeah, of
Because
course.
I'm known in the channel for getting names incorrectly, but
Nah, you said mine right. So,
all right,
well,
Justin, welcome to the channel, and thank you for taking the time to be here.
thank you, of course.
All right, so let's start the very first question here. You're obviously from Dallas Youth Academy. You did play for the Texas North Soccer Club. So many of us haven't actually watched you play, and I wanted to hear a little bit about you. I know you play as a center back mostly, but do you play also as a right back? What's your style of play? Are you a player of pace? Are you technical, physical, a little bit of all? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll kind of give you like a rundown on like kind of my journey. So I joined FC Dallas when I was around 7 years old, and I've always like kind of been in the club, lived nearby, and wore the jersey. And then U13 year is when like academy started. So I joined academy U13 year, and it was like it was another like step, more confidence needed. It was just new, like a new beginning, a new journey. It wasn't like select soccer. It was a higher level, the next step. So from there, played from U13 to U19, and at first I was actually a right winger. So I was always a forward, and so I was always like attacking minded. And then U15 year, Mikey Varas, he moved me to center back because my dad played professionally as center back.
Mm-hmm.
And with he kind of saw my genes coming and my height and physicality, so he kind of transitioned me to more a defensive role because he thought I could, progress as a player in that position.
So
So
you're likely a very technical defender. If you played offense before, you're more
yeah,
technical than the average defender.
yes, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And do you play as a right back also?
yeah, so with North Texas last season, I played right back. I played right back some games, center back some other games. Personally, to me, I think I'm a very versatile player. So playing any position where you can get time is always a blessing, and you should always take responsibility for that. So yeah.
And Justin, before we move on to the next question, let me just ask this then. What position is your favorite to play? Center back, right back? What's your favorite?
Well, I would say most comfortably right now would be center back. I've kind of been playing there more. I haven't played right back too much. Last season with North Texas was actually my first season at right back.
Mm-hmm.
So comfort wise, center back, but I'm open to any position.
And let me get to this question here right now. And I'm really hoping for only one answer on this one.
Yeah.
All right. You do have a German passport too, which it might have facilitated a little bit with the work permits in Europe, but you're not torn in between countries. Your goal is to be a USMNT player, if I'm not wrong, correct? Or
Well,
do you leave it open? Or do you leave that open?
I would say I'd leave it open
Leave it
because
open.
the more opportunities you have, and the more chances you have, is always the better. So I wouldn't say I would stick or look or play exactly on one team. I'd say whatever team I fit better in, whatever team I get more opportunities, whatever team believes in me more as a player, would be a team that I would look to fulfill.
We'll get Bearhalter to call you, and then once you're locked in with us, you can't run away anymore.
Yeah.
You're German. What side of your family is German? It's from your mom's side, dad's side? Because you're born in the U.S. in Texas,
Yes. So actually, my mom, she was born in Russia, and then
Russia.
her and her parents, they moved into Germany, Mannheim. So my grandparents are actually here in Germany as well right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would come and visit Germany for my grandparents every summer. I would come here and train with various teams to kind of live and breathe the European soccer that everybody talks about.
So you speak German.
Yeah, I speak German. I wouldn't say I'm perfect at it, or it doesn't look like I've been living here my whole life, but I definitely know how to speak it. Yeah.
So you're gonna have to teach me one thing. How do I say Mönchengladbach? The team, the Borussia Mönchengladbach. Teach me how to say that because I can't get it right in the channel. And people have been cursing me out, and they try to teach me. Do you know how to say it?
I think it's Borussia Mönchengladbach,
Mönchengladbach.
but
Well,
I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of a tongue twister. So
they keep bashing me for that. It's such a hard name to say.
yeah, I can't blame you on that one.
All
So
right, now let's move on. Let's move on a little bit to talk about the Dallas Academy and Bayern, which you arrived there recently, but you've been there for over a month too. You did the 3 week program
yeah,
before
yeah,
they signed you. So the Dallas Academy has been very successful. I talked to Oscar Pareja. You might have met him when he was at Dallas. I've talked
yeah.
to him. He's trying to do the same with Orlando City, trying to get Orlando City going. Why do you think the Dallas Academy is so successful? Is it because of the European partnerships? Is it the USL team that they partner with, the North Texas Soccer Club? And what's the difference have you noticed between Dallas and the Bayern Academy? Because you play with both at this point.
So I would say kind of starting with academy, you kind of come in and there's a different style of play compared to, like I said, select soccer. They they've kind of opened you up to more tactical things. You learn a lot at a young age, and so the older you get, it's like it's already everything that you need to know is already installed in you. So I'd say I'd say Dallas is a great academy. They believe in their players and they give their players opportunities. So I'd say kind of stepping up from each age group to each category and difficulty. It wasn't like it wasn't like a huge leap. It wasn't like something where you know here's easy and then here's like difficult and
Mhm.
you can't even stand playing in that area. So it's kind of like step by step. There's a process, and coming here, uh, I'd say all the players that came here, they knew that they had potential. It's not like they came here scared, knowing or thinking that the other players are better than them or something like that. Me coming here personally, I came here to show what I could offer. Um, I've been to Germany and played with many German teams, players. So it's something that wasn't new to me already. I've kind of grown up watching European soccer as well. So to me, this wasn't something where it was a first time thing. I mean, yes, it was a first time, to train with Bayern specifically, and go on a trial and all that. But kind of the European mindset and feeling to it, it was kind of normal to me.
And now you're at the current best team in the world.
Yes,
Yeah, Bayern's the best team in the world right now until someone takes them down. So congratulations on that.
thank you.
And I bet you've learned already a lot because you've been there for quite a bit already. You've been what 2 months already that you're there?
Yeah, 2 months. This is gonna be my third. So yeah.
Well, and I want also to add now a question here, and it's probably going to be our last before we finish up the conversation. Is there any player you look up to? Any
Um,
player that you're a
yeah,
fan of, maybe?
definitely. I'd say, when I was an attacker here in Bayern, I would kind of look up to Kimmich.
Kimmich,
Yeah, and as a defender, it's always been Boateng. It's always been Boateng.
Boateng.
Yeah, I just think he's a great defender, cool dude. He's a good leader. Um, and another player, Alfonso Davies, of course.
Mhm.
He's kind of like an inspiration to young players coming from the U.S. Um, he just shows that it's possible to come from a place where not many people believe that soccer is great there, or it's as good, and it's kind of looked down upon. And it's safe to say that he's one of the top left backs in the world, if not the best right now.
Yeah.
So
It's I think the United States in general it's slowly gaining respect in
yes,
regards to that. You see, they gave you and other FC Dallas players an opportunity to go there. They've kept you. Before you, Chris Richards was a similar situation
yes,
too. Weston McKennie with Schalke. We have all those players. I think the U.S. in general is gaining more respect, and you're probably noticing that yourself while you're there.
yeah.
You talked about Boateng. Did you meet Boateng yet?
I've never met Boateng or the players that I talked about, but I say hopefully one day in the future, maybe this year or the next couple of years, that maybe I can meet him, speak to him, and learn a couple of things off of him.
All right, Justin, before we end this, every time we have a guest here, I
Yeah,
make them make some type of promise of when they'll come back here in the channel. When you make a debut for the Bayern senior squad,
yeah,
let's hope it happens within the next few years. You're still very young, so you do need to be patient. You do need to be
yeah.
patient. You're at the best team in the world, so it's very hard to start at a young age. Will you come back here in the channel, talk about that?
I will. Yeah, I will for sure.
Absolutely. Justin, thank you very much here. hopefully a lot of the USMNT fans get to know you a little better now. A lot of them have been talking ever since you got the transfer. And hopefully you are going to stick with the USMNT. Don't play for the German team. They're not going to win the World Cup anymore, man.
Yeah, we'll see what the future holds. We'll see.
Thank you very much, Justin.